In the middle of the night, Lucian's voice echoed in my mind. He was calling my name, his voice filled with pain and anxiety. I sat up in bed, quickly threw on my robe, and walked out of the room with a racing heart. In the hallway, I stopped 2 guards and asked about Lucian's whereabouts. They replied to me coldly, "His Highness doesn't want to be disturbed." I felt the anger welling up in my chest, but I gritted my teeth and turned away. I went back to my room and lay in bed, but I just tossed and turned. Lucian's voice kept ringing in my head. I tried to close my eyes and calm myself down, but it didn't work. The next morning, I woke up and saw Lucian sitting in front of the mirror. A maid was combing his hair. Her hands deliberately brushed across his cheeks and neck. I felt a surge of anger burning in my chest. I stepped forward and said to the maid, "Let me do it." There was a hint of unyielding coldness in my tone. She hesitated for a moment and then turned to look at Lucian, as if waiting for his instructions. I started to comb his hair, but I deliberately braided it into a messy plait. He didn't react at all, and I tried hard to hold back my laughter. When Lucian looked at himself in the mirror, his brow furrowed right away. I couldn't help bursting into a peal of clear laughter. Lucian turned around, grabbed my hand, leaned in close and whispered to me, "You think only you can crack jokes?" I stopped laughing right away and pushed him away, all pouty. I walked to my room angrily, slammed the door shut, feeling really annoyed and not wanting to see him again. I sat on the edge of the bed, rubbed my forehead, and tried to calm myself down, but I just couldn't shake off the uneasiness in my heart. Suddenly, I heard a knock on the door. My heart skipped a beat. It was Lucian's voice, "Open the door." I decided to ignore him and just kept sitting on the bed. The sound of his knocking on the door got more and more urgent. "Hazel, open the door!" I still didn't move, but I started to feel uneasy inside. Suddenly, I decided to take a bath to calm myself down. I took off my nightgown and walked to the bathroom. I relaxed my body and got ready to step into the hot water. Just as I got into the hot water, I heard a noise like something breaking. I quickly pulled up my knees and wrapped my arms around my legs, nervously looking towards the door. The door suddenly burst open and Lucian walked in. I stared at him in horror, not knowing what he was gonna do. I shouted angrily, "How could you just barge in like this?" My tone was full of protest and dissatisfaction. Lucian replied coldly, "If you don't leave, I'll come in." He stepped closer to me and looked down at me. The atmosphere got tense in an instant. I said in a provocative tone, "What do you want to do? Beat me up? Kill me?" I tried my best to hide the fear inside me. Lucian lowered his head, got real close, and said in a hoarse voice, "So what should I do? You want me to burn you up?" I held my breath, and a flicker of fear flashed across my eyes, but I still straightened my back and refused to let myself give in.